Pimax just showcased their new Dream Air and Dream Air SE headsets in more detail and took some serious shots at their competition in the process. Let's go over everything they talked about and see why Pimax's new headsets might be their biggest breakthrough in VR technology in recent years. And they're both coming sooner than you think. Starting with the Pimax Dream Air SE, they're affordable yet still very capable headsets, at least on paper. First off, this will have both inside-out tracked as well as lighthouse tracked options. That's impressive to see on such a small headset, and I'm sure many of you will be happy to not need base stations. But it gets even more impressive because not only did they manage to cram a 2560 by 2560 pixels per eye in this thing, likely the same displays from the Beyond 2, but this headset is still under 140 grams. They took quite a few shots at big screen during the presentation, but nothing too harsh and it all made sense. One of these things was the fact that they did not just focus on weight for marketing numbers, they focused on making a great product. For example, they used two larger fans to cool the displays and internals, which means better airflow, less heat, and more importantly, less fan noise. Very good call there if you ask me. The headset is using brand new custom designed pancake lenses, which Pimax calls concave view, because the lens itself is actually, well, concave. And this does two very important things. First, it increases the field of view to 105 degrees horizontal, which is not bad at all for a headset this size. But I will need to test it for myself before taking their word for it. But secondly, and to me more importantly, this shape means you'll be able to get closer to the lenses without worrying about your eyelashes smudging them, which, if you've seen my Big Screen Beyond 2 review, is something I struggled with on that one. On top of that, this more affordable version of the Dream Air still comes with Tobii eye tracking as well as integrated audio. The eye tracking is supposed to be way more accurate than the one in the Big Screen Beyond 2E according to Pimax, since it uses an array of infrared lights all around the lens and a camera running at 90 frames per second, which means using it for both social VR as well as dynamic foveated rendering should work great. Finally, on the Dream Air SE, in case it wasn't already obvious, it is a PCVR only tethered headset, but a damn impressive one at that, and the price is actually way lower than I was initially expecting, at just $899 for the headset itself in the Lighthouse tracked version, or $1199 for the inside-out tracked one that also includes the new ringless controllers. Now moving on to the star of the show, the Dream Air, and this is really bringing the heat, so let's talk about it. Right off the bat, this uses Sony micro OLED screens, the same ones used in the Apple Vision Pro. The resolution is considerably higher at 3840 by 3552 per eye and uses the same style of concave pancake lenses, just slightly larger ones from the looks of it. Due to the larger screens and lenses, this is a bit heavier than the Dream Air SE, but not by much, weighing in at under 170 grams for the headset itself. And that is still a very light headset, especially for these specs, and I'm just getting started. The field of view is also increased to around 110 degrees horizontal and about 120 degrees diagonal. Thankfully, this flagship version also has the same eye tracking solution, as well as hand tracking, integrated audio, and it also comes in both Lighthouse and inside-out tracked versions. One thing they didn't mention but is on their website is the fact that the Dream Air will have a universal adapter available, allowing you to use third-party head straps. Now, what exactly that means, I'm not sure, but I love to see an interchangeable head strap design and hope it will come to both the Dream Air and the SE, but we'll have to see. Both these headsets are coming this December, so fingers crossed for no unexpected delays there. But even if we add another 3 months, it means in around March of 2026 we could have these in our hands. And I'm really damn excited. There will also be some pretty sweet bonuses if you pre-order, such as a free halo strap and prescription lenses. So if you're considering doing that, it would mean a great deal if you use the links in my description, which will also offer you a small discount. Now, Pimax are clearly aiming to become the Apple of consumer VR headsets, which is clear from the way their spec slides look. So of course, they had one more thing. The Crystal Super Micro OLED optical engine. As you might know, the Super has interchangeable lens assemblies, allowing you to switch on the fly. I actually just got the 57 ppd version and will get the ultra-wide next week, so consider subscribing to see my review of both as well as a comparison between all three optical engines. But now we have a fourth, an enhanced version of the Micro OLED optical engine found on the Dream Air for the Crystal Super. The larger size of the Super means they were able to squeeze out even more field of view, now up to 128 degrees diagonal and 116 horizontal. That sounds impressive and I'm sure I'll get a chance to try it, so stay tuned for that. What do you think about these new headsets? Give me your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for the full review when I get my hands on all of these newly announced headsets. In the meantime, consider checking out these reviews that I think you'll love. See you soon, guys. Cheers!